Hey, welcome back to the AteTreeWon vlog, and today's vlog is all about the brand new Sony ZV-1. Let's see how well it does. Alright guys, like I said, welcome back to the AteTreeWon vlog, and today's vlog is a little interesting because I am vlogging on my new Sony ZV-1. Yep.
Hey, Editing Jonathan here. So, one thing I didn't realize was if you have product showcase mode on, which I'll get into later in the video, it actually turns off all stabilization on the camera, which makes sense because there's a warning when you turn it on that says the camera should be on a tripod. But anyway, since all the stabilization was off for a majority of this video, I didn't realize that, like I said, it's gonna be a little shaky. That's my fault. I wasn't fully aware of that feature slash crappy kind of thing it does. But anyway, so if you see some of the shaky footage, that's why. There is some stabilization at the end of the video when I do a stabilization test on the camera, so stay tuned for that. So the video normally shouldn't be this shaky. Pro tip, if you have product showcase mode on, make sure it's on a tripod. All right, enjoy the video.
Picked it up on sale for about $7.50. I think retail price is around $8.50, so I think I did pretty well on it. But yeah, whole vlog is centered around this new Sony ZV-1. I wanted to take you out and really just experience what vlogging would be like on this camera, since that's basically what this camera is for. Vlogging and vloggers. Camera first, video first type of camera. One update to this one versus my Sony RX100 Mark VII is the screen flips to the side, so it flips out instead of up. I definitely kind of like that because when I do my car reviews and stuff, the top part of the screen isn't hitting the windshield, so I get a little bit more real estate when it comes to mounting this in my car. But anyway, there's a lot more to talk about in this camera, but as you can see, I'm sweating. It's getting pretty nasty in here. I'm gonna head down to Santana Row where I'm gonna meet up with my friend Vanessa. We're gonna hang out, grab lunch, maybe grab dinner, just kind of chill, and I'll tell you more about this camera, so let's get into it. All right, so just got here to Santana Row, hanging out with my friend Vanessa. Blue bottle, New Orleans iced coffee, always a must. And I also got a waffle.
Oh my god, it looks so delicious.
Super duper good. And while we're recording, I want to show off the product showcase mode. Basically changes the focus so that whatever you hold up to the camera will actually be in focus. So right now my face should be in focus. Now waffle, now me, now waffle. So normally with you have these type of cameras, you have to like hide your face, so like the eye autofocus or face detection kind of gets turned off and it'll focus on the other product. But I'm still keeping my face in frame, and it knows when to focus on me and when to focus on the product, in this case, the waffle. But all right, I'm gonna finish eating, show Vanessa this cool camera, and then we'll see what else to do. Bye. Margarita pizza, gnocchi.
That's nice and quick.
Yeah. Small intermission for diet soda and the alcohols. We're doing outdoor dining. Now we're gonna feed.
Cheers.
Come back when I'm done. Hope you guys are enjoying the quality of the camera though. Yeah? Yeah, you digging it? I'm digging it. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm sorry. I know I've been really bad at vlogging. I promise this is gonna get better. This vlog might even extend into tomorrow's just to go over all of the great features on the new Sony ZV-1. But yes, we had lunch. It was delicious. Now it's time for dessert. Look how good that looks. And again, with the product showcase mode on, which is on right now, look at that. It's focused. Oh, nope, it's on me. Focused. Now it's me. And now it's this. I love product showcase mode. I think that's probably one of the best features about the Sony ZV-1. No joke. There's some other really cool features that I'll show you guys in a minute, like the beauty mode. Yeah, I showed it to my friend Vanessa and she thought it was hilarious and kind of weird. Yeah, I know overseas, like beautifying your selfies is kind of a popular thing, but here, not so much. We don't like seeing your photos overly photoshopped, and when you have it on high mode, it is very obviously overly photoshopped. So yeah, I'll show you guys that in a minute. Yeah, like I said, I love the flippy out screen. I think that's cool. So look, now I'm looking at the screen. Now at you. Now at the screen. Now at you. Now at the screen. Now at you. Yeah. Battery life so far has been pretty good. I've only shot a few short clips on it, but battery is still going strong. It uses the same batteries as the Sony RX100 line and the Sony CyberShot line. So if you have any of those batteries, you're good to go. You've got some juice. I'm gonna go ahead and post a picture right here of what the batteries look like. They're pretty common if you've owned any Sony camera that isn't a mirrorless or DSLR that they sell. All right, guys, I'm gonna head back to my friend Vanessa's apartment. We're gonna hang out, maybe grab some dinner, and I'm gonna show you more features on the Sony ZV-1. So, see you guys in a bit. In case anyone's wondering, this is the Muddy Okinawa from Fantasia Tea. Good. All right, and the next feature I wanna show off on the Sony ZV-1 is the soft skin effect, or like beauty mode, I guess. All right, so right now it's off, so no skin smoothening. This is what I look like. Oh well. Now, we're gonna go to low. All right, so this is what it looks like on low mode. So I'm getting closer to the camera just so you can, I don't know, see the effect of skin smoothing. Is it doing anything? Should it do anything? I don't know. All right, now we're gonna go to mid. All right, so this is mid, like the middle level of skin smoothing. Yes, there's more than one level that apparently you need. Now, here in America, this isn't as popular because we are not a big fan of photoshopping photos, but I know down in Asia, they do that a lot on a lot of their photos. So this is a mode people apparently want because Sony's giving it to them. All right, the last feature the last mode is the high mode. So yeah, here it is on high. Does it look like I'm wearing a bunch of makeup or foundation or whatever? I don't know. You guys tell me. It might be kind of gross. I don't know. All I know is I'll make sure to have those features off for you guys because I ain't trying to be fake. All right, now the next feature we're talking about on the ZV-1 is the background defocus feature. So it's gonna blur out the rest of the background to kind of give you that nice like bokeh effect. So we're gonna turn it on right now. And now you should see that the background has completely blurred around me. And that just kind of gives you like more depth perception and makes your photos and videos just look a little bit more professional. I kind of like the feature, so I'll most likely have it on a lot. One thing to note though is if you have the feature on, you turn the camera off and turn it back on, that feature won't stay on. So you have to remember to turn it on. Kind of a bummer. I haven't found a workaround for that. If you do, let me know. All right, and now as part of my vlogging test, I have the active stabilization mode off, so there's no stabilization, nothing like that. So I'm gonna be walking around a little bit. How's it look? Is it a little jumpy? Am I moving around too much? What do you guys think? Sorry, I know exposure is a little weird, but all right, here it is set to off. All right, so now stabilization is on standard. So this is like the second level of stabilization before active, which will crop in a tiny bit on the shot. What do you guys think? I'm walking normally. Is it jumping? Anything crazy? I don't know, let me know. All right, so now the stabilization is on active. It has cropped in a little bit, as you can see. I'm holding it the same distance from my face as I have been earlier. And yeah, this should be the most aggressive stabilization on the camera. I'm filming at 1080p, and what do you guys think? Is it holding it a bit more stable? Like I said, no tripod, just arm extended, camera in hand. All right guys, we are here later. And we got some burritos from TT Fusion, bulgogi burritos from TT Fusion, and we also got their delicious looking bulgogi fries with 2 fried eggs on them. Check it out. Bulgogi fries, 2 fried eggs. Y'all know this is about to be delicious, man. Oh, can't wait to dig in on that. And we got some side sauces. We got this other sauce and a red sauce. I don't know exactly what they are.
There's one sauce, there's other sauce.
It's saucy. But anyway, we're about to dig in. We're gonna eat all this delicious food, and then you'll have the Vanessa. And then you'll have the later on where I'll kind of give a last minute breakdown of the camera, let you guys know my final opinion on the Sony ZV-1. See you guys later. All right guys, so I'm back. It's tomorrow, the day after the vlog. Let's talk about this. So here is the ZV-1 that I have been vlogging with / reviewing for you guys for today. Boom, dead cat. Now, just some more tech specs of the Sony ZV-1 vlogging camera are flip out screen with a better mic. So it is kind of like an omnidirectional mic. Sony did mention that that mic is actually facing you. As you can see, right here is where the mic is, pretty cool. And a hot shoe, not just a cold shoe, but a hot shoe, meaning you can plug in any of Sony's directional mics that actually use power from the camera. That way you don't have to worry about batteries or anything external, which is really nice. Now, it does mean you won't be getting a flash or a viewfinder. Now, that's kind of a bummer for some people, but again, this camera was built for photographers in mind. So keep that in mind when you're purchasing this camera. Not really for photography, more for videography. Now, as you saw, open up the flippy screen. It does turn the camera on, which is a really nice feature to help kind of just save 2 seconds from getting the camera open. And as I mentioned, the screen flips out, not up like the Sony RX100 Mark VII. And you can rotate it. Perfect. So here's just a quick comparison of the Sony ZV-1 and my Sony RX100 Mark VII. As I mentioned, one has a flip up screen, Sony RX100 Mark VII, and the Sony ZV-1 has a flip out screen that is rotatable. Another nice feature for a rotating screen means when you close it up, shuts the camera down. And you also protect your screen, protecting your investment, really nice. When this one folds down, screen is here, folds down, screen is just right behind the camera. So, you know, you'll have to be a little bit more cautious with the RX100 or any of the Sony RX100 line cameras because all of them have the screen facing outward. Like I said, I really like this feature that the screen flips out. Touch focus for the screen. However, there is no touch screen when it comes to menu options. This has been a big problem for Sony in the sense of what the people want are a menu you can navigate with your fingers, as you can do that with every touchscreen nowadays. Really weird they still didn't implement it on the Z1. The Sony a7S III, I believe, is a new camera that's coming out with a touchscreen and new menu functions. So I do expect that new menu and touchscreen functionality to start trickling down the line, but not on this Gen 1 ZV-1. Now, a few other things that I do want to point out are going to be the larger dedicated record button here at the top. There is the larger record button, dedicated record button. Now you don't have to reassign the shutter button for the record button like everybody else did. Again, it wasn't that big of a pain, but something Sony is trying to relieve for the videographers. Secondly, I want to show off the defocus button, which gives you like that nice bokeh effect that I showed off earlier right here. So like I said, it's got its dedicated defocusing button. Really, really nice. Just, I don't know, just kind of pizzazzes your video footage a little bit more. Secondly is the little light on the front that tells you you're recording. So as soon as you hit the record button, you'll see, boom, this little red light turn on. That's your recording indicator light. Lets you know you're good to go. Really nice. That way, you know, if you're recording yourself, you don't have to wonder if you remember to put the record button on. Anyone that's ever filmed a YouTube video has probably had the accident of filming something and then realizing you weren't pressing the record button. I know I have, and I know I've heard a bunch of other YouTubers and video professionals saying, yep, we've screwed up too. Now, another thing I want to point out that I know I showed off earlier in the videos are this little tiny dead cat that actually connects to the hot shoe of the Sony ZV-1. There's the hot shoe of the Sony ZV-1. Connect it like this. And now, this mic is protected by this nice little dead cat, meaning you're not going to have that horrible, horrible wind noise effect. And one of the last things that I totally forgot to mention is the ND filter option. Now, any YouTuber will tell you an ND filter is basically sunglasses for your video camera. So if you're outside filming, you're shooting, and it's just a little bit too bright for you, as I know I probably screwed up some of my earlier shots with exposure, you turn on the ND filter option, and there's actually even an auto ND that'll pick the best ND filter for your video settings, depending on how much light you have out there. So that's gonna be a really clutch feature when you're outside. The ND filter option also prioritizes your face and exposure, so you're always gonna be exposed properly. That might not be the best for some people, as I know some people really like to have that nice dynamic range behind them, showing you and the scenery. Now this camera does prioritize, like I said, the main person that's in front of the lens. So that's gonna be something you need to know, but for everybody else, I think the ND filter option is gonna be really clutch. Make sure you use it if you're a beginner YouTuber and you're not sure how to do it. Just kick it into auto mode, do some research on ND filters. I'm not super well versed on ND filters, but I know how clutch they can be when you need them to be. All right guys, but I'm sorry. I know this video, this review of this Sony ZV-1 has dragged on for a long time now, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the video now, but anyways, this was my review of the Sony ZV-1. Do I think it's a really good camera? Yes. Do I think for the price point you're getting a lot? Yes, absolutely, especially with the addition of the hot shoe. Really makes this camera a lot nicer. You do have an external mic jack right here, boom. So you can connect any microphone, even battery powered, put it on the hot shoe, and you've got a more professional vlog setup. I mean, with this Sony ZV-1, it's really all you need to start a YouTube channel. I mean, you can really do a lot with this camera. So the Sony ZV-1 is definitely gonna be a recommended purchase for you guys. I know I picked this up. I'll be selling my Sony RX100 Mark VII if anyone's looking to buy a new camera. All right guys, and that does it for another AteTreeWon video. If you liked the video, please go ahead and leave a like. And if you loved it, go ahead and subscribe. Until next time, me and my brand new Sony ZV-1, well, we're gonna go out and make some new great content for you guys. Bye.